What have the Philadelphia Eagles done 4 straight weeks that the rest of the league has done just 18% of the time the last 2 seasons? Which banged up team or bettors looking to go against this week? Which teams should you be looking to sell high and buy low on? I've got the answers to all of those questions, plus a free play on Niners Eagles coming up. How's it going, everybody? Bryan Power back with you, and this is the Power 5 for NFL Week 12. Now, since I'm recording this Thursday afternoon, most of you will be listening after the Thursday night football game, Seahawks-Cowboys, kicks off. Let's just go right into Sunday. What do you say? Where you're looking at the WagerTalk.com odds screen, as we always do to start off the Power 5, we're going to go into our market moves section. We've seen notable line movement with the Dolphins, Rams, 49ers, and Chiefs for Sunday. Let's hit all of those one at a time. Miami, they're facing a Washington defense that is dead last in the league in EPA per play, and just fired coordinator Jack Del Rio. So no surprise this number steamed up from -6.5 to -9. That's too many points for me to lay on the road, however. But I don't think you can back the Commanders either. It will be interesting to see if the defense shows any pride whatsoever. I'm hearing in the forecast there could be some weather that could limit what Miami does offensively there. The Rams, they've gone from a pick'em to -3.5 against the Browns, and this is all about the injuries for Cleveland. Myles Garrett, Amari Cooper, Kareem Hunt, David Njoku, all did not practice during the week. Of course, quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson was knocked out of last week's loss to the Broncos with a concussion. He's probably not going to play, so it's either P.J. Walker or Joe Flacco, my word, starting at QB for the Browns. My view, Rams shouldn't be laying this many points to Cleveland, but the Browns defense has not been as good on the road as it's been at home, and the Browns defense would obviously have to carry the day here if the team was to have any chance. With all these injuries, I just think Cleveland is unbackable at the moment. That's probably a pass for me. 49ers up to -3 at the Eagles. I'm going to have a ton more on this game momentarily. Definitely not passing on that one. And in the Sunday Nighter, a bit of an interesting line move here is the Chiefs, now down to -6 at Green Bay. I even see one of the sharper books down to -5.5 as I speak. All right, that does it for the market moves. Let's move on to our sell high section for the second straight week. Denver Broncos. Now, the Broncos were the clear beneficiaries of all those Browns injuries last week, which is why they were able to win 29-12 and cover as 2-point home favorites. That was the Broncos' 5th straight win overall. However, 3 of those 5 wins have been by a combined 5 points. And the turnover luck Denver is getting, just incredible. Sean Payton's team, +14 in turnover margin the last 5 games. I don't think that can continue. And this week, Denver's in Houston to face the Texans team I still believe in, despite last week's narrow home loss to the Jaguars. Here's the thing, though. If the Texans are really a playoff team, like many of us think, myself included, they're not going to drop back-to-back home games, right? I don't think they will. C.J. Stroud typically takes very good care of the football. This number has moved from -3 to -3.5. Oh, by the way, my power ratings say it should be even higher. I expect the Texans to get the job done Sunday. Sell high on the Broncos. Buy low. We call it the new manager bounce in soccer. Here in NFL, I'll just say there's no way the Carolina Panthers can get any worse after firing Frank Reich. The Panthers, they're our buy low team this week, pardon me, as they are at +5.5 at Tampa Bay. NFC South matchup here. The Bucs, they might be without quarterback Baker Mayfield, who I'm not a big fan of, but the backup's Kyle Trask. Either way, Tampa Bay, 2-8 against the number. Its last 10 games is a favorite of 3.5 to 9.5 points. I know Carolina's 1-8-2 against the spread on the year. Burned anyone who's really backed them. But they should be motivated by this coaching change, and I would buy low on them this week. Now, which teams are you looking to buy low and sell high on for Sunday? Go ahead and let me know down in the comments section below. I'll be glad to respond as the week goes on. And while you're at it, don't forget to smash that like button. Give the Power 5 the old thumbs up. And if you already haven't done so, be sure to subscribe to the WagerTalk YouTube channel. I'll be dropping the college football version of the Power 5 very shortly. It may already be out by the time you're listening to this. And if you're subscribed, you'll instantly be alerted to its availability. Now, I'll be finishing up the Power 5 in just a moment with the stat of the week and the power play of the week. They are tied together. But first, I do want to let you know I have a 5% max bet going in college football this Saturday. You may recall last weekend's 5% play was in the NFL. Bills +3.5. That was a cover just by the hook. I went 4-1 last Saturday in college football, hit 67% last year in the Bowls. NFL, 12-5 run, including 73%, 8-3. the last 2 weeks. So it's a great time to get on board with a 3-day all access. Gives you every player release in every sport for 3 full days, everybody. And you can save $15 off that package, which normally runs you $69, only $69. We can knock that down to $54 if you use the coupon code 15OFF3 at checkout. That is 150FF3. Just make sure you do that to get your discounts. Now, stat of the week. Teased this a few minutes ago. Each of the last 4 weeks, the Eagles have trailed by double digits, yet they have somehow managed to go 4-0 straight up. You ready for this? Here's your stat of the week. Every other NFL team, when trailing in a game by double digits, has combined to go 72, 308, and 2 straight up. That's a win percentage of 182 since the start of last season. So the Eagles continue to defy the odds, and that brings us to our power play of the week, where I will, drumroll please, you know what's coming, hop on the 49ers this week. Look, the Niners, not the Eagles, are the best team in football. Philly has just been through a gauntlet, not only coming back from double-digit deficits 4 weeks in a row, but they avenged the Super Bowl loss to the Chiefs, went deep into overtime against Buffalo in a driving rainstorm, and they have a huge game against the Cowboys on deck next week. The 49ers, meanwhile, well, they're on extended rest. Okay, they played Thanksgiving night, destroyed Seattle, and they've had this game circled ever since losing to the Eagles in last year's NFC Championship, a game where they had to have Christian McCaffrey taking snaps at quarterback because everyone else was hurt. I'm going to lay it with the Niners, and if you don't want to lay the 3, I would say take the team total over 24.5 points, but 49ers minus 3 for show purposes is your power play of the week, and that does it for the Power 5 for NFL Week 12. Follow me on X, formerly Twitter, at Bryan Power _wins. Remember that coupon code 15OFF3, 150FF3, when picking up your 3-day all access pass. That gets you $15 off. And don't forget about my 5% max bet this Saturday in college football. Until next time, let's cash some tickets.